Hi everyone. Today's goal is to simplify expressions involving exponents and to use the order of operations. What you used to know as PEMDAS is now going to be called the order of operations. Our first term is a factor. A factor is an integer that divides another integer with a remainder of 0. We also have something called an exponent and a base. The base is the big number here, in this case number 5, and that tells you what number you're going to multiply by itself. And the exponent, the smaller raised number, tells you how many times you're going to multiply a base by itself. Together, an exponent and a base are called a power. A power is an expression using a base and an exponent. Write the following using exponents. 2 times 2 times 2 times 7 times 7 equals 2 to the power of 3 times 7 to the power of 2. We can also say 2 cubed times 7 squared. Notice we don't solve it. The directions say to write using exponents. 5 times 5 times m times p times m. To write this using exponents, it becomes 5 squared, m squared, p. Our order of operations. Similar to what you've known as PEMDAS, but we're changing things up a little bit. Your first step is to work inside grouping symbols. The fraction bar acts like a grouping symbol. So in other words, if you have something in the numerator, like x plus 5, you have to keep them together. These are some other symbols that also work as grouping symbols. You're used to the parentheses, but now we also have different types of brackets. Your next step is going to be to simplify the powers. And we are going to multiply or divide from left to right. And our last step is to add or subtract from left to right. So here we have an example. 2 divided by 2 times 10 plus 15. It should work out to be 25. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 10, 10 plus 15. 15 minus 2 times 5 divided by 1 plus 7. Your answer should work out to be 12. Again, you're going to multiply first. 2 times 5 is 10. Then divide. 10 divided by 1 is 10. And then go from left to right. 15 minus 10 plus 7. Here's yet another example. Multiple grouping symbols. When you have more than one grouping symbol, you want to start on the inside first and work your way outward. So here would be the first step. We're going to take care of the 3 plus 5, and we get 8. Rewrite the entire problem as you go through. We're then going to work inside the brackets. 10 times 8 becomes 80. Our next step would be to divide by 2. And then finally, 2 times 40. Your answer should be 80. Step by step. When you're asked to simplify a numerical expression, you want to replace it with the simplest name. This is an example you saw in the last one, I believe. On the last video, 5 plus 3 equals 8. So if we're going to simplify 5 plus 3, we're going to call it 8. When you evaluate an expression, you're going to replace the variable with a number and then simplify. So here we have x plus y squared for x equals 3 and y equals 4. Substitute in 3 for x, 4 for y. Work inside your parentheses first. You get 7 squared, and then we're going to simplify that to 49. Here's another one. X squared plus 2x plus 16 divided by y squared for x equals 3 and y equals 4. Substitute in every place you see an x, the number 3, and every place you see a y, the number 4. Take care of your exponents. Multiply or divide from left to right, and then add or subtract from left to right. What is an expression for spending money you have left after depositing 1/4 of your wages in savings? Evaluate the expression for weekly wages of $40, $60, $80, and $100. The key word there is left after depositing 1/4 of your wages, which means you will have 3/4 of your wages left. Okay, now we need to evaluate this expression for $40, $60, $80, and $100. Okay, you can make a chart. Substitute in $40 for W. So you have, and I lost it. You will have $30 left. $60, you'll have $45 left. If you earn $80, you'll have $60 of spending money. And finally, $100, you'll end up with $75 worth of spending money.